right, everyone, the next book that we're going to read is called Grandfather Buffalo. So let's look inside and see what this story is all about. Grandfather Buffalo was old and slow, but he was still strong. He was the biggest and oldest bull in the herd, and he was getting older every day. He spent a lot of time alone, lying in the tall grass, resting his old bones. When the herd moved on, Grandfather Buffalo slowly stood, shook the dust off his sides, and followed. Each time he was left a little further behind. But as long as he could see the others, he was still a part of the herd. Longhorn cattle and prairie dogs kept the old buffalo company some of the way. Mostly, though, he walked alone, following the fresh tracks. One day, at the drinking stream, Grandfather Buffalo came upon another buffalo, also traveling far behind the herd. It was a young cow carrying the heavy weight of her unborn calf. Together, they followed the tracks of the herd. When some cowboys came looking for their cattle, Grandfather Buffalo snorted at them and pawed at the ground until they rode away. Later that night, with the herd grazing close by, the cow gave birth to her calf. All through the night, Grandfather Buffalo listened in the darkness for the sound of danger. But all he heard were the tiny bleats of the newborn calf and the soft grunts of its mother. In the morning light, the old bull walked over for a closer look. The calf looked up, unafraid. When the herd moved on, the calf stumbled and hopped and ran, trying to keep up with his mother and the rest. Grandfather Buffalo was close behind, nudging the calf along. They walked into a dust storm. The calf lost sight of his mother and ran around, bleating loudly. In the blur of the storm, he accidentally ran into Grandfather Buffalo and butted his hard little head into the old bull's woolly side. Grandfather Buffalo grunted and kept grunting as he walked. The calf followed the sound through the blinding dust. When the dust cleared, the herd was grazing just ahead. The calf ran to his mother. Grandfather Buffalo was tired and wanted to be by himself. He found a quiet spot to lie down and quickly fell asleep. It was night when the old bull was awakened by something pressing against his ribs. It was the calf, napping by his side. In the light of the rising moon, Grandfather Buffalo got up, waking the calf with the motion. Then the calf followed his mother, and Grandfather Buffalo followed the calf down to the rest of the herd. They all grazed together. Grandfather Buffalo was old and slow, but he was still a part of the herd. The end.